Before we start, let me remind you that all the results you see on the Collective 2 website and this video are hypothetical. You can read more about why we say this and what that word means on this page, collective2.com/hypothetical results. In this video, you're going to see charts and numbers that generally portray good trading results, although not always. But keep in mind that in many such cases, such trades were not placed in live accounts. And in those cases where live trading did occur, the results shown here are a mathematical average of multiple live trading accounts. So there's no single account that exactly matches any of the results. Finally, remember that trading is risky. Although this video may show you hypothetical results that are profitable, it is also possible to lose money. There's no guarantee of success. In fact, most people who trade lose money. Collective 2 and/or trading in general are not right for everyone, so be careful to weigh the real risks before you decide on using a service like Collective 2. Use good judgment and never trade with money you can't afford to lose. Did I scare you away yet? Now on to the video. Welcome back to the Collective 2 channel. My name is Roman, and this is the third in a series of videos called the Smart Portfolio Challenge. In the next few minutes, I will show you how it may be possible to use the Collective 2 platform even if you only have, say, $5,000 to $10,000 to invest. And if you're learning about this platform for the first time, Collective 2 is an organization looking to replace the entire hedge fund industry with one piece of brilliant software. And before we continue, I highly recommend that you look at the first two videos in this series where I go over both how to create a smart portfolio and how to start auto trading it. So earlier this month, I created a third smart portfolio, and this smart portfolio only has one strategy. So why did I choose to have only one strategy in this smart portfolio? Well, one of the main reasons is we want to reduce costs, and obviously having a smart portfolio with multiple strategies can easily incur more subscription fees, but since we have a smaller account, we want to reduce the subscription fees as much as possible. Another consideration, and this isn't investment advice, this is just how I would approach a smaller account on Collective 2, is to have the smart portfolio select more conservative strategies on Collective 2. Since we don't have the luxury of having 3 or 5 strategies at a time, we may also have a lower degree of diversification. So that incentivizes us to seek strategies that may be a bit more conservative than the average strategy on Collective 2. And luckily, Collective 2 actually has a very convenient solution for this. Certain strategies on the Collective 2 website actually have something called a C2 star certification. And if we look over here, this gives us a little summary of sort of what that means and what the requirements are for the strategy managers that are running this type of strategy. So first of all, the strategy must outperform the S&P 500 by at least 1%, and that's within a rolling 60 days. Some of the risk management requirements: the maximum open loss as a percentage of equity is 5%, so that's on any open positions. Maximum open loss of $2,000, maximum equity drawdown of 5% within 24 hours. And these tend to be approximately the same, given that the model account equity is $40,000 to $60,000 on this type of account. And then there's a maximum equity drawdown of $5,000 for the entire lifetime of the account. And again, that's based on a $40,000 to $60,000 model account. So that's approximately a 10% maximum drawdown for the account. And a small number of strategies on Collective 2 do hold this certification. And what I'm going to do right now is just pull up a list of those strategies for us to take a look at. So from the trading dashboard, all we have to do is click on Find Strategy, and then we're going to click on C2 star. So as you can see on this list, there are currently 6 strategies on Collective 2 that have been certified as C2 star, and they all have the same subscription fee of $125 a month, and they all have a maximum lifetime drawdown of under 10%. Now, of course, there's no guarantee that these strategies will maintain a max drawdown of under 10%, but that is the goal of the C2 star strategy. So right now what I'm going to do is I'm going to head over to my SmartPortfolios page and show you guys what I have going here. As you can see, I created a smart portfolio called C2 Star Challenge. I started the smart portfolio earlier this November, and I am currently using the auto trade technology to paper trade it. I've already sort of gone over how to set this up and how to auto trade it in the previous 2 videos, but I am going to hop into the settings just to show you sort of the differences between this smart portfolio and the other 2 I created before this one. Again, this is meant for smaller accounts, whereas the smart portfolios I created in the previous videos are better suited to larger accounts. So as you can see, the main difference is the number of strategies to include in the portfolio is only 1. And then for the ranking method, instead of selecting the C2 score like I did previously, for this one I selected C2 star only. So this will only sift through the C2 star strategies. And then I did stocks only because I think that's definitely most favorable for a smaller account. I have a maximum model account size of 75,000. For the weights and sizes, I still have the same settings, 30 days for the rebalance and 1x for trade scaling. And for the last section, this is going to be up to you guys. The C2 star strategies are already outperforming the S&P 500 by 1% on a rolling 60 days. If you want this to be more than 1%, you could set that here, but I put -5% just so that it sort of defaults to the C2 star requirements. So this is a little bit redundant here. And then so is the next section for open loss exceeds. I just want this to go by the C2 star certification requirements. The software does have you fill in these fields, but I just basically selected what would make this redundant with the C2 star requirements. So that's it. And as you can see, this smart portfolio has selected this strategy automatically for us, the market swing stocks. So let's take a look at that strategy, and then we can take a look at how it's been doing since earlier in November when I started this smart portfolio. As you can see, when we go to this page, it tells us that this strategy is currently part of your smart portfolio. So this strategy is only about 5 months old, but it has a reasonably low drawdown of 5.2%. And hopefully the strategy manager can keep up these results. And lastly, I'm going to hop into the auto trade profit and loss report. It's the 5th option down from where your dashboard is, and then you select P/L report, and that's going to give us the all-time profit and loss as well as the monthly profit and loss. I started this month, so we only have 1 month here. If you expand this menu here, it will show you a breakdown of all the trades on this strategy since you started trading it in your smart portfolio. Alright, so that will do it for this video. Definitely stick around and hit the subscribe button because I will be giving updates every month on the 3 smart portfolios that I currently have, that I'm currently paper trading on Collective 2. So it's going to be very interesting to see how those do over time. Once again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.